elongating the spine, lengthening the neck, engaging the spine. Just lift the shoulders and roll them back a couple of times so that they can settle. Gently resting your hands on your knees, palms up or down, gently pressing into your thighs. And take a nice deep breath in through the nose. And exhale through the mouth. Breathing in through the nose. And exhale through the mouth. One more time, a nice deep breath in through the nose. And exhale through the mouth. Bring the right hand to the belly, the left hand to the heart, and keep that cycle of breath going. But I really like to bring my hand to the belly and hand to the chest and heart so that you can really feel where that breath is going, and you really want that breath to drop down into the belly. So breathing in through the nose and exhaling through the mouth, filling up the belly. So with our hand on our chest, it's reminding our body and our breath to just drop it down, keeping the back lifted, the neck straight and tall. Keep that cycle of breath going there. Inhale and exhale. We can breathe in through the nose and out through the nose. We're going to just settle in here. And then we're going to start some box breathing just for a few rounds where we breathe in for the count of 4, hold for the count of 4, exhale for the count of 4, and then hold for the count of 4. So let's start here, breathing in through the nose. 1, 2, 3, 4, and hold. 2, 3, 4, and exhale. 2, 3, 4, and hold. 2, 3, 4, and inhale. 2, 3, 4, and hold. 2, 3, 4, and exhale. 2, 3, 4, and hold. 2, 3, 4, and inhale. 2, 3, 4, and hold. 2, 3, 4, and exhale. 2, 3, 4, and hold. 2, 3, 4. One more time, and inhale. 2, 3, 4, and hold. 2, 3, 4, and exhale. 2, 3, 4, and hold. 2, 3, 4. Beautiful. Now just breathe in and out naturally as your body needs. Maybe a little deeper than usual, a little longer on the inhale and the exhale, just really settling everything in. And from that space, we'll open up the practice by chanting 3 Oms together. You can keep your hands where they are. Gently rest them on your knees. Just sitting with that sound, take a deep breath in through the nose and exhale through the mouth. Still keeping that focus on the breath. And then just gently from here, dropping your chin towards your chest, keeping the back straight and just gently moving your head from side to side, keeping the back nice and engaged, keeping the shoulders down and back, and just moving your head gently from side to side, warming up that neck. If you want to put the playlist on, sorry, I should have mentioned that, you can put that on now. And then just come back to your seat, just really gently keeping that neck moving. And then this time, keep it over to the right side, but open out the gaze. So we're turning our gaze so that our ear is close to our neck, and we're kind of looking up and then looking down, just moving the neck, but being really gentle with the neck. The neck needs a nice good stretch, but we also have to be very gentle with it. We don't want to put it out. And then gently dropping it down towards the chest and coming over to the other side, left ear to left shoulder, and then bringing the gaze up and down and up and down. It's so nice to stretch out the neck. And then coming forward again and interlacing your hands just behind your neck, sitting tall. So your head is pressing into your hands, but your hands are also pressing into the back of your head, and you're pulling your head forward, but you're sitting nice and tall, feeling a lovely stretch in the back of the neck, the back of the vertebrae, pulling your head forward, breathing here. And then releasing, dropping the hands behind you, fingers pointing backwards, just behind your seat, squeezing the shoulders together and allowing the head to drop back, stretching open the front of the neck, the throat, opening up the throat chakra for communication, clear communication, dropping the head back, squeezing the shoulders, breathing here. And then coming back to center, one more neck stretch, left hand, fingertips touch down, right arm reaches to the outside of the left ear, just pulling the head down so that stretches a little deeper. You can even rub the left side of your neck, just gently giving yourself like a small massage. It's nice if you just go from top to bottom, just dragging your fingertips down, a little bit of pressure there, and then switching sides. Left hand wraps around the right side, right hand hovers there, and then you can just massage the outside of your neck there. So nice, self-massage. Very nice. And then come to center, just interlace the hands, circle the wrists one way and the other way, bringing some heat there. We put so much pressure on our wrists, just warming things up here. If you think about it, your wrists are kind of very, you can wrap your fingers around your wrist, and if you feel the bones there, but they're so strong when they bear all the weight that we place on them, and they're so powerful and strong, just like every part of our body. Let's come into a nice tabletop. Let's remember that our fingers, our toes, our wrists, everything working together. Just gently start swaying here from side to side, keeping that lovely deep breath going. Hi, Rachel. I didn't say hi. I meant to say hi to you. So nice to see you. Keep moving gently from side to side, feeling the wrists, the fingers, and kind of grip onto your mat as if you were trying to grab something, just warming up the fingers as well. So like gripping something on the mat as if you were trying to pick up like a piece of paper or something with one hand, and start to circle the hips, nice big circles going one way, big circles going the other way. Walk the hands forward, sink the hips down, and come into a soft upward facing dog, really looking up, squeezing the shoulders together, drawing the shoulders back, looking up, breathing here, looking over one shoulder, looking over the other shoulder, and then pushing back, tucking the toes under, coming back into a child's pose, but with toes tucked under, stretching out the soles of the feet and the toes here, pressing back into the feet, walking the hands over to the right side, feeling a nice stretch on the left side of the body, keeping the toes tucked under, pressing the feet back towards the heels, breathing here, and then walking the hands over to the other side, feeling a nice stretch on the right side of the rib cage, shoulder, coming back into a tabletop, and just moving gently through some cat-cow. So arching and rounding out, arching the spine, belly drops down, head lifts up, and rounding out, head drops down, rounding out, looking towards the belly button. A couple more times, inhaling, connecting the breath to the movement, and then moving the knees a little bit closer together so that they're under the hips, moving the right leg out. So the right leg is straight. So we're in a kind of side plank, but with our left knee down, supporting us. Reach that right arm up, opening out the side of the body, gazing up, breathing here, just feeling that stretch on the outside of the hip, and then switching sides. Bending the right knee down, opening out the left side, gazing up, breathing here. Left leg is straight, right leg is bent, and coming back down. This time reaching the right arm forward, left leg back into a nice straight line. I'm going to draw the knee and the elbow together 5 times to build some heat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold it there for a moment. Open it out. Keep kicking that left leg up and then reach the right arm back to grasp hold. And then just kick that foot into the hand, stretching open the shoulder. Breathe here. Inhale, look up. Exhale, release. Other side. Reaching the left arm forward, right leg back. And then draw the knee and the elbow together 5 times. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it for a moment. Then reach the left arm forward. Bend that right knee. Reach back with the left hand. Grab hold. Kick back into that hand. Looking forward or up. And then release. So nice. Tuck the toes under. Just press back a few times. You can lift the knees up off the mat or keep the knees down. Just stretching into the feet. And then from there, pushing back into a downward facing dog. Pedaling out the legs here. Feeling your body in this space on the mat here. Moving into what you need to move into. Remembering to draw your shoulders back away from the neck and the ears. And just keep that gentle movement going. Warming up the wrists, warming up the feet, hands, the shoulders. Pedaling out the legs. Gently nodding the head yes. Gently shaking it no. Keeping things moving. Finding the breath and the movement together. Moving the hips from side to side. Maybe you need to stay on one side a bit longer, really stretching into one of the legs, allowing the heel to come down towards the mat and then switch sides. And then step the legs wide, so they're as wide as the mat, and reach your left hand back to outside of your right ankle and just give it a gentle pull here, looking up under your right shoulder. Just gently pull back here and then switch sides. Breathing, nice deep breaths. And then come back. Step the feet a little bit closer together, hip distance apart, and reach the right leg up high behind you. Bend the knee, open out the hip. A nice warm up, circling the ankle, circling the hip, just warming things up, lubricating the ball and socket joint. So nice. And then square the hips, step that right foot through, land between the hands, bring the back knee down and just fold forward here. You might need to walk your right foot forward a little bit, sink a little deeper into this nice lunge. Bring your right hand to the inside of your right foot, coming into a nice lizard. We don't have to go deep here. Just gently move the hips from side to side, opening things up, warming things up. Breathing, inhaling and exhaling. And then lengthening that right leg, just sitting the hips back, folding forward here, coming into a half split, just folding forward here, breathing. And then we're going to bend and straighten a few times. So bending into that front knee, straightening, bending and straightening. Not forgetting to breathe, not holding our breath. The breath and the body moving together. Bending into the right knee, tucking the back toes under, stepping that right foot back into a downward dog. And then lifting that left leg up high behind you. Bending the knee, opening out the hips, circling the ankle, circling the hip, moving the body. Squaring the hips, stepping that left foot through, bringing the back knee down, walking the left foot forward a bit and just folding forward here. Not forcing anything, but allowing the opening, allowing the hips to start opening, bringing the left hand to the inside of the left foot and just moving gently from side to side here. Feeling the stretch. And then bringing the left hand to the outside of the left foot and just straightening that left leg, folding forward into a half split. That leg does not have to be straight at this point or at any point, but especially not now as we're just warming up the body, getting started. Start to bend and straighten a few times. So bending into the left knee, straightening, bend, straighten. Even when it's straightening, there can be a micro bend there and then a full bend. This time fully bending into that left knee, stepping that left foot back into your downward dog and walking your feet forward to meet your hands. Bending slightly, folding forward, resting your torso on the front of your thighs, creating a little like shelf here, just folding forward here, allowing the head to hang, releasing the neck, arms are just hanging down. And then grasping opposite elbows and just gently swaying from side to side. Can bend and straighten the legs as well, alternate bends, bending and straightening, swaying from side to side. Folding forward, breathing here. And very gently releasing the hands down, keeping the knees slightly bent. Start to roll up vertebrae by vertebrae. Very slowly. Come all the way up to stand. Put hands on hips and just circle the hips. Maybe move the feet out slightly, just circling the hips side to side, loosening up that lower back, bending and straightening the knees, and then reaching the arms up overhead, breathing in, reaching them up, and then circle them round and down. Nice big circles, reaching them up, and then exhale, circle them round and down. One more time, a big movement, reaching the arms up as you breathe in. And then exhale, circle them round and down, then drawing the hands into a prayer in front of the heart center, setting an intention for your practice today, the first day of the week and the first day of the month, very special time of year. And just settling in, focusing on our intention. It's not really goal setting, but it's about what we want to bring in to our practice today and to those around us. Inhale here, step to the top of the mat, feet together, arms by your side. Inhaling, exhaling, Surya Namaskar 8. Inhale, press the palms, reach the arms up overhead, gazing up at the hands. Exhale, fold forward, touch down. Inhale, lengthen the spine, look forward. Exhale, stepping it back, lower down, Chaturanga. Inhale to upward facing dog. And exhale, push back to downward facing dog. Knowing the movements, but feeling the freshness and the newness of the movements and the breath every time you do them. Feeling comfortable and safe in the familiarity, but it's always new. There's always something new to experience and feel. Breathing here, inhaling and exhaling. Breathing in and breathing out. One more inhale here. Exhale, bend the knees. Inhale, step the feet forwards to meet the hands. Exhale, fold forward here. Inhale, press the palms, reach the arms up overhead. Exhale, arms by your side, Tadasana. Again, inhale, press the palms, reach the arms up overhead. Exhale, fold forward and touch down. Inhale, lengthen the spine, look forward. Exhale, step or jump back, lower down, chaturanga, lower with control. Inhale to upward facing dog. Exhale, push back to downward facing dog. Staying here in your downward facing dog. Going through all the micro adjustments you need to go through to make this your downward dog for you today. Breathing here. Maybe moving the neck. Gently shaking the head yes and no. Draw the shoulders back. Allow the heels to come down closer towards the mat. And breathe. Inhale. And exhale. One more nice deep breath in here. Exhale, bend the knees. Inhale, step or jump the feet forwards to meet the hands. Exhale, fold forward here. Stay down, stay folded forward. Slightly open out the feet so that they're hip distance apart, and wrap your peace fingers around your big toes. And then just gently pull forwards here. Elbows come out to the side, gazes through the gap in the leg to the back of the room. Gently pull forward here, fold forward. Allow the head to hang down, breathing in. And then on the next inhale, lengthen the spine, look forward. Release the fingers and then slide the whole hand underneath the foot. Palm of the hand touching the sole of the foot. Toes are into the elbow crease. Gently fold forward here. Pulling slightly. Allowing the head to hang. Inhaling. And exhaling, even though you're constricted a little bit, still take those deep inhales and exhales. Breathing in. Exhale, begin to release, moving the hands out from under the feet. Hands to hips, come all the way up to stand. Bring the feet together, drop the hands by your side, Tadasana, pressing the feet into the ground. Just take a lovely deep breath in here. Inhale and exhale. On the next inhale, bend the knees, press the palms, reach the arms up, Surya Namaskar. Exhale, fold it forward, touch down. Inhale, lengthen the spine, look forward. Exhale, step to jump back, lower down, chaturanga. Inhale to upward facing dog. Exhale, push back to downward facing dog and step the right foot forward, coming into warrior one, Virabhadrasana. Press the palms, reach the arms up overhead. Inhale and exhale. Just stay here for a moment. Really feel how this feels, where your body is in space. Gazes up, breathing in. And then exhale, open out to warrior two. Naturally, your hips will open out. Chest opens out, reaching from fingertip to fingertip. Breathing here, bend a little deeper into that knee. And then we're going to circle the left hand down in front of the body, lifting it up, lift the back heel up and reach the right arm back, reversing, revolving the warrior two. So you're looking back to your right hand here. Drop that back hand down, reach that left arm up, gazes up, keep that right knee bent, breathe here. Then drop that left hand down, reach the right arm up, open out to that side, gazes up. And then bring the right hand to the inside of the right foot. Walk the hands down the long line of the mat. Turn the right foot, open out the left foot to the back of the mat and come up into warrior one at the back of the mat on the left side. Breathe here. Exhale, open out to warrior two. Bend that left knee, sink a little deeper. Then begin circling that right hand down in front of the body, reaching it up to meet the left hand, lift the back heel up, and then draw that left arm back. So we're in a straight line, looking back to the left side, drop that left hand down, reach that right arm up, gazes up, breathe here. Then bring the right hand down to the inside of the left foot, open out to the left side. I just felt my back click there in a really good way. Something opened up, so nice. Breathe here. And then bring the left hand down to the inside of the left foot. Walk the hands up the long line of the mat, coming to the top of the mat. Stepping that right foot back, go through your vinyasa, lower down chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, push back to downward facing dog. And just take a moment here in your downward facing dog. Bend and straighten the legs if you need to, or find stillness here. Maybe this is your moment to just breathe. Your whole body is activated here. Breathing here, inhaling and exhaling. We're going to go through that same sequence, one movement to one breath. Stepping the right foot forward, coming into warrior one. Inhale, reach the arms up overhead. Exhale, open out to warrior two. Keep that left arm moving, coming up, revolving the warrior two. Reaching back, looking at the right hand, dropping the right hand down, reaching the left arm up. Exhale, bringing that left hand down, reaching the right arm up, gazing up. Exhale, releasing that right hand down, walking the hands down the long line of the mat, coming up into a warrior one at the back of the mat, reaching the arms up, breathing here. Exhale, open out to warrior two. Inhale, keep that arm moving, reaching the left arm back. Drop that left hand down, reach the right arm up. Exhale, right hand comes down, reach the left arm up, gazing up. And then exhale, release that left hand down, walking the hands all the way back up to the top of the mat. Step the right foot back, lower down, go through your vinyasa. Inhale to upward facing dog. Exhale, push back to downward facing dog. Stay here for 3 breaths. Breathing in, breathing out. Allowing the body and the breath to move together, flowing freely through your body without restrictions. Bringing a nice silky smooth quality to your breath and to your movements. Inhaling and exhaling. One more inhale. One more exhale. And on the next inhale, step the right foot forward, coming into a warrior one. Reaching the arms up. Exhale, open out to warrior two. Start to straighten that front leg. You can stay in a nice wide stance as you move forward into your Trikonasana. Opening that left arm up, gazing up. Breathing here. Really press in if your fingers are wrapped around your toes, or if the top of your hand is pressing onto the inside of your left ankle. Keep that pressing, that pressure there, and lifting that left arm up, gazing up. And then gazing down, moving from here into a half moon. So bending into the right knee, bringing the weight into that right leg and lifting the left leg up high behind you. Keeping the gaze down or the gaze is up. It's wherever you need to find your balance. Maybe it's different on a different day, or maybe you have a favorite thing that you like to do. Maybe lifting that right hand up or keeping the right hand down, reaching back, binding, grabbing hold of the left foot. Breathing here, inhale. Exhale, start to release, square the hips, bring the left hand down. Keep that left leg up into a standing split just for a few breaths. And then step that left foot back, halfway down the mat into a pyramid. Just folding forward here, squaring the hips. Both feet are in their own lanes, but the left foot will just open out a little bit to stabilize you. Then walking that left hand to the outside of the right foot, maybe adjusting that back foot. I always need to step it out and back just a little bit. Reaching the right arm up, breathing here, gazing it up, inhaling. Exhale, release it down, step it back, lower down, chaturanga. Inhale to upward facing dog. Exhale, push back to downward facing dog. Step that left foot forward. Warrior one, Virabhadrasana. Press the palms, reach the arms up. Exhale, open out to warrior two, straightening that left leg. Keeping a nice wide stance or walking the back foot in and folding. Trikonasana, triangle pose. Arms are straight, reaching from fingertip to fingertip. Legs are straight, hips, right hip is opening, gaze is up. Breathing here. And then bringing the gaze down, moving forward into your half moon. Walking your back foot forward, bending into your left knee, lifting that back leg up high behind you, stacking the hips, finding your gaze, staying here or bending that right knee, reaching back, grabbing the right foot, seeing how it feels. One more breath here, then releasing that right hand down, squaring the hips, keeping that right leg up for a few breaths in a standing split, lifting it up, and then stepping it back into a pyramid halfway down the mat. The hips are squared, folding forward over that left leg, adjusting the back foot so that you have a stable base. And then adjusting the back foot a little bit more as you walk your right hand to the outside of the left foot. It can also be on the inside of the left foot, reaching that left arm up, gazes up, breathing here, feeling the twist, gazes up, inhaling, and exhale, releasing that left hand down, pressing both hands into the mat as you step it back, lower down, go through your vinyasa. Inhale to upward facing dog, and exhale, push back into downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in through the nose and release through the mouth. Releasing just a little bit of heat here. Inhaling and exhaling. Another couple of breaths in and out. On the next inhale, step the right foot forward, coming into warrior one. Press the palms, reach the arms up. Exhale, open out to warrior two. Keep that back arm moving, circling it down, forward and up, coming into a high lunge. Lift the back heel up, sink into your lunge, reaching the arms up, sinking into your lunge. Just holding it here for a moment. Drop the shoulders, but keep the arms reaching up. Head drops back just a little bit. Breathe here. Then bring the hands to the hips and just gently bring that back knee down with control. Sink a little bit deeper. And then bring the left arm up. Gazes up, twisting around to the right side. Any variation you like here. Hands pressing into prayer, tucking the back toes under, lengthening that back leg, or opening out the arms, or coming into a bind. Breathing here. Inhaling and exhaling. Gently bringing that back knee down, releasing the arms, bringing the hands to the inside of the right foot, and walking the hands down the long line of the mat. Staying in the middle just for a moment, moving the hips from side to side, bending and straightening the knees in a kind of skandasana, but not too deep, just gently moving from side to side. And then keep walking the hands to the back of the mat, turning the left foot, bending into the left knee and coming up into a warrior one. Exhale, open out to warrior two. Keep that back arm moving in this slow big circle, circling in front of the body, coming up, lifting the back heel up into a high lunge. Reach the arms up, drop the shoulders, sink into the hips. Breathe here, reaching all the way out through fingertips, activating your power, breathing here. Hands to hips, gently bringing that back knee down with control, reaching the right arm up, twisting to the left side. Keeping the knee down or tucking the toes under, lengthening that back leg, pressing the hands in a prayer, twisting open or binding, whatever you did with your arms on the other side. Try to do this side, maybe you can't, maybe it's different on either side, and that's fine. Working with your body. Gently bringing that back knee down, releasing the hands, bringing them to the inside of the left foot and just walking the hands back to center. This time, turning the feet out, goddess stance, and just gently moving side to side. Maybe bringing your skandasana a little bit deeper here. Side to side, gently stretching, and then walking the hands to the top of the mat. Bringing the back knee down, coming into a lizard. Going a bit deeper than we did at the beginning of the practice, if that's available to you, coming down to forearms, just moving the hands, the hips from side to side. Bringing your right hand to the inside of your right knee and just gently pushing that knee open and away from you, looking up, staying here or reaching back and grabbing your left foot, sorry, mixing up my left and my right, looking up, and then gently releasing. Walking the right foot across the top of the mat, coming into a pigeon from here. So your hips are nice and square, but just setting up, taking a few moments before folding forward, finding a way to square the hips a bit more, making sure that back leg is lengthened out behind you. Really breathing in, lengthening the spine, arching back here, and then gently folding forward. Resting the head down on the hands or on the mat, or resting your head down, facing the right side. When you can bind here, you can bring your right arm all the way around, grabbing hold of your foot. Might be nice to try that today. Left arm can reach out to the side. Whatever you feel you need to do. And then start releasing, walking the hands back towards the hips and then coming up onto that right leg, opening out as we did at the beginning into this kind of side plank, but your right leg is forward, bent down, supporting you, reaching that left arm up, bringing the left hand down, stepping back, lower down through a vinyasa. Inhale to upward facing dog. Exhale, push back to downward facing dog. And step that left foot forward to land outside of the left hand, coming into lizard on the left side, bringing the back knee down just to find your way here. Gently moving the hips from side to side, coming down to elbows and forearms. Staying here or bringing your left hand to the inside of your left knee, just gently opening it a bit more, coming to the outside blade edge of the left foot and bending the back knee, grabbing hold of the back foot, breathing here. Releasing, walking the left foot across the front of the mat, finding your way down to pigeon. Back leg is straight out behind you. Square the hips and just open things up here, opening up the front side of the body, the heart center, feeling a little micro bend there in your lower spine, and then exhale as you fold forward. Staying here or turning your right ear to the mat, reaching your left hand back and around. And breathing. Visualizing the breath going into the tight spaces, bringing space to those spaces. If they're tight, bringing the breath there, imagining the breath there. And then releasing, pushing the hips up straight, keeping that back leg straight behind you and just lifting everything up, reaching the right arm up. And then releasing it down, stepping the left foot back, stepping straight back into a downward dog or going through a vinyasa. Lower down chaturanga. Inhale to upward facing dog. Exhale, push back to downward facing dog. Stepping or jumping the feet through, coming to land on your seat and moving from here into Navasana. So lifting the legs up, bending the knees or straightening the legs, lifting the chest up, reaching the arms forward, Staying here for 3, 4, 5, then lowering down, but keeping the torso up, the legs up, pumping the hands. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, lifting everything up again. 3, 4, 5, then pumping, breathing in and out through the nose. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last time, lift it up. Lift that chest up. Reach the arms forward. Breathe here. And then lower down, pumping the arms. Breathing in and out through the nose. Then coming back up and just folding forward, giving yourself a hug. Reaching forward. Hugging around the knees. Head can rest down onto the knees. Breathing here. And then coming up, coming into Baddha-Konasana, sorry, not Bakasana. Soles of the feet touching, knees dropping out to the side. Stretching the back. Really creating a nice long line here in the spine. Lengthening, breathing. And then start to pull forward here. You can go with a straight spine or a rounded spine. I like to start with a really nice straight spine. In Ashtanga, we do this a few times. This time, we're just going to do it one time. You can keep that spine nice and long and straight, or start to round it out halfway through. Allowing the forehead to drop down. Elbows naturally start to press into the inner thighs. Gently, gently. And just staying here for a moment. And then very slowly start to come up. Janu Shirshasana. Keep the right foot where it is. Draw the heel closer to the pubic bone. Lengthen that left leg. Reach the arms up. And exhale, fold forward here. The head can hover or rest down onto the thigh. Grabbing the ankle, the heel. And just gently pulling forward. And then release, switching sides. Right leg is lengthened, foot is flexed. Reach the arms up, fold forward. Keep that foot flexed. Get a deeper stretch in the back of the hamstrings. And then release, come up. Into laying back. Bend the knees, soles of the feet towards the seat. And just tilt your pelvis. Not coming up yet, just tilting it back and forwards here. Moving it back and forwards. And if you're moving from here into a bridge, when you're ready, start to tilt the pelvis towards the belly button. As you press your feet into the mat, lift the hips up. Pushing the hips up. If you have a wheel or a block that you like to use, I like to use my hands, bending my elbows, creating like a little shelf, or interlacing your fingers, squeezing your shoulders together. And come down for one round of breath, one inhale and one exhale. And we'll come up into one more. Bridge or wheel, pushing the hips up again. Staying here for a moment, breathing. Nice deep breaths. And releasing the hips down, bending the knees, give yourself a big hug. Moving gently from side to side. You can bring your head can move from side to side, hips. And then holding onto your knees, rocking back and forwards. Coming to a seated forward fold, Paschimottanasana. Legs are straight, feet are flexed, moving the flesh out from under the seat, reaching the arms up, gazing up, and then exhale as you fold forward. Peace fingers wrap around the big toes, or hands wrap around the ankles or the heels. And gently feel the sensation of moving forward and down. Gently pulling as you move forward and down. Allowing your head to rest down. Feeling that release in the back of the legs, the glutes, the spine, the back of the neck. Start to come up, roll up vertebrae by vertebrae. As we're rolling up, we're also going to start rolling down to come to laying on our backs. And then moving into your shoulder stand or legs lifted, lifting everything up. Gazes up, wiggle the toes, circle the ankles. When you're ready, allow the legs to fold over. Halasana, plow pose. Interlacing your hands, pressing your hands into the mat, squeezing the shoulders, and then bending. Knees either side of the ears, giving the ears a little squeeze. And then when you're ready, slowly rolling out. Vertebrae by vertebrae. Bring into your fish pose. Taking 3 lovely deep breaths in through the nose and releasing through the mouth. So inhaling to the crown of the head, opening up the chest, the heart center, in through the nose, and exhale through the mouth. Anything unwanted, this is its opportunity to just go. Thoughts, feelings, it just goes with that out breath. And when we're ready, releasing. Drawing both knees into the chest, holding on the outside of the knees, and then opening out the hips, grabbing the outside edges of the feet into happy baby, massaging the lower spine, and then straightening. See if we can straighten one leg and then the other. And then drawing both knees into the chest, dropping them over to the left side, looking over opposite shoulder. You can keep the knees resting one on top of the other, or eagle legs, like binding them. Brings a little bit of a deeper stretch into the lower back. Looking over opposite shoulder. And then switching sides. Drawing them into the chest just for a minute to reset, and then dropping them over to the right side, looking over the opposite shoulder. And breathing. Coming back to center. Just drawing the knees into the chest one more time. And from here, coming into your Shavasana. Feet fall open, Palms of the hands facing the ceiling. Moving the head a little bit from side to side. Draw the shoulders down so they're not bunched up around the neck. And allow the breath to become a little bit more shallow here. A few more minutes for you. Starting to bring a little bit of movement into the hands and the feet, the toes and the fingers. Moving the head from side to side. Allowing the breath to become a little deeper. Reach the arms up overhead as you breathe in. Stretch all the way and exhale with a big sigh. Drawing knees into the chest. Gently rolling over to one side, staying there for a moment, and then finding your way to a comfortable seated position. Facing the front. Keeping the eyes closed. Close this beautiful practice by singing Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu. May all beings everywhere be happy and free. And may my thoughts, words, and actions somehow contribute to that freedom and happiness of all. Because if we are not all free, then none of us truly are. Sukhino Bhavantu. Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Bringing your hands to a prayer in front of your heart center. Bowing your head to your hands, knowing and trusting that the true teacher lies inside of you. Namaste.